Big Polly's World of Sports Sims presents the Hometown Football League using Action PC Football 2020. And welcome to another week of the Hometown Football League. I'm Big Polly coming to you. We are well into week number 5. In fact, this will be the 10th of the 15 games being played in week 5. And today we had the Detroit Lions at 1-3 traveling to the St. Louis Maroons, who are 3-1, who have rebounded nicely after their opening week loss to Washington, who we'll be seeing next time on most of these HTFL stations. Detroit and St. Louis, as I was saying, playing indoors at the Edward Jones Dome, 70 degrees in St. Louis, or at least under the dome. Got to make a TV show with that name. Well, anyway, Detroit won the toss, and they will receive, we'll just say, because I accidentally have both teams under control. There's Otis Anderson. Otis, we'll get to you a bit later. Matthew Stafford and Kurt Warner are your quarterbacks. George Wilson and Dick Vermeil are going to be your head coaches. And if you will just give me just one moment, I will switch Detroit to the computing team, and as the home team, I control St. Louis. We have Watkins, Fennenbach, and Walker back deep for Detroit, and we get this show on the road. Touchback. Did I remember this able Ray Curtis? Because I think I used him the last time. Yes, I did. Thank you very much. Give Polly a cookie. Starting offense for Detroit, it's going to be Barry Sanders and Taylor at running back, Moore and Johnson, Herman Moore and Calvin Johnson at wideout, Sanders at tight end, who plays special teams because he's already lost a few fatigue points, Matthew Stafford, Brown, Stanfill, Glover, Sewell, Creekmore will be your offensive line. For St. Louis, a combination of the St. Louis Cardinals when they played in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and the St. Louis Rams when they played in the mid to late 90s, the aughts, and the 20 teens until they moved back to Los Angeles. It's Carter and Little at defensive end. Brockers and Walker at defensive tackle. E.J. Jr. leading the linebackers. Minert and Stallings. Worley and Fisher, your corners. Wilson and Hill, your safeties. And let's see what Detroit does on 1st and 10. Stafford back in the pocket. He throws. It's completed to Calvin Johnson, who has a first down. Look at Calvin Johnson's stats real fast in this replay. He has 31 receptions for 132 yards. Could that be right? It'd be well under a 12-yard average if so. Look at his game log and total that up. Yeah, he has 21 catches. I'm sorry, he has 11 catches for 132 yards. That explains that. And he might be called upon to play safety in a desperate situation. 1st and 10, the ball at the 30 now. Your slant was to Herman Moore, who picked up 11 yards. Worley on the stop for St. Louis. Ball to 41. Taylor on the run. He picks up 3. And E.J. Jr. makes the stop. Now a 2nd and 7. The ball moved out to the 44. That's a nice little look in to Calvin Johnson, who picks up 5 yards. 3rd and 2. The ball now at the 49 of Detroit. So they are 51 yards shy of the touchdown. Here's your 3rd and 2 play. Incomplete, as Stafford tried to dump it to Taylor. And it's punt return time for St. Louis. And it's Morrill, Earl Morrill, better known as a quarterback. He goes for the corner or the sideline, and it's a 31-yard punt as they punted away from Hakeem there. Your starting lineups for St. Louis's offense and Detroit's defense. We have Anderson and Edwards at running back, Hall and Bruce at wideout, Jackie Smith at tight end, Kurt Warner your quarterback, Pace, Dobler, DeMarco, Timmerman, and Deerdorf, your offensive line. For the Detroit defense, we have Porcher and Baker as defensive ends, Alex Karras leading the defensive tackles along with Brown, Walker, Schmidt, Williams, your linebackers, Larry and Dahl, your corners, Hunter and Quinn with one end, will be your safeties. Otis Anderson, who had a big game against Miami a couple weeks ago, will go to him first. Draft to the right, and it's a pickup of 2 yards. Dahl slow getting up, and they say he will return after a few plays, and Len Barney will come in and play cornerback in his place. That is Lem Barney out of Jackson State. To Torrey Holt on a medium hitch on 2nd and 8. There's a nice catch and run. And Holt with running room, 20, 15, 10, 5. Put it on the board. Touchdown Maroons. 78 yards. Warner to Holt, just like the greatest show on turf days when they were a very successful team in the late 90s and early aughts. Extra point time, good, as Zerline puts it through, 7-0. We have 11:42 left in the opening quarter. Watkins, Zollenbach, and Walker, well, we introduced them to you already. That's the kickoff team, and that's a touchback. 1st and 10, the ball resting at the 20. Penalty before the play, so we'll listen.
Defense. Number 79, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Walker commits a 5-yard penalty for encroachment, so that will make it 1st and 5 at the 25. And there's Barry Sanders breaking free. Detroit with a big play of their own to counter St. Louis's, and that's a gain of 30 yards. 1st and 10, that moves the ball to the St. Louis 45. And let's see what happened there. Flea flicker play. It eventually got to Calvin Johnson, who gained 11 yards. 1st and 10, now the ball at the 34. Looking for Sanders over the middle, incomplete. Walker limping off, and he will not be returning. Golden Tate comes in as the 3rd wide receiver. The defense for St. Louis now, Carter Little, Brockers, Farr, Meinert, Jr., Worley, Fisher, Wilson, Hill, and they bring Todd Light in as the nickelback. 2nd and 10. A sack by E.J. Jr. and a loss of 3. And that sets up 3rd and 13 at the 37. Slant over the middle to guess who? Calvin Johnson, who I think Detroit needs to utilize a bit more. He picks up 17 on that play. And it's now 1st and 10 at the St. Louis 20. There's Barry Sanders, 7-yard gain. 2nd and 3, ball at the 13. By the way, that was Wilson on the tackle on that last play. Over the middle, Calvin Johnson put that on the board. So we're a point away from a tie game. It's good, as Eddie Murray, puts it through, who would later on go play with the Dallas Cowboys. And it's 7-7 with 7:44 left in the opening quarter. So both teams very quickly on the board. The kick return team for St. Louis is Metcalf deep. A little farther up, you got Mitchell and you got Gilliam. Here's your kickoff. Returnable. Here's Terry Metcalf. And Metcalf with a very nice return, 34 yards out to the 36. We will again start off by pitching it right this time to Otis Anderson. And Anderson turned the corner off just a little bit, 3 yards. And it's now 2nd and 7, the ball at the 39. We'll go to Edwards for the screen pass, which is a perfect call against the blitz. That's incomplete. Warner just threw it a little too far in front of Edwards. And it's now 3rd and 7, so the Maroons go to a 3-wide set, and they're going to go to Sonny Randall on a medium cross. A little look-in pass here. And it's caught. And that's Randall, who picks up 15 yards, and Larry makes the play at the 49. Ball moved to the 46 of Detroit. So both teams very much about it so far in this game. We're going to off-tackle right it to Anderson on 1st down. And Brown injured on that play. the defensive tackle, and they will bring Doug English in, and for maybe a play or two, or maybe a few more. 2nd and 10. The ball now at the 46. We'll go to Holt on the short slant, who already has a big catch today. Instead, it's a dump off to Anderson, and he picks up 7. So now you got 3rd and 3. Motion play, man in motion. We'll go to Jackie Smith and hope he hangs on to this one. Of course, he's famous for dropping that pass in Super Bowl 13. And I think he's tired of hearing about it all these years, but on this play, it's a gain of 10. So it's 1st and 10, the ball at the Detroit 29. It's a shame that he's remembered for that drop pass because he was a great wide receiver for many years for St. Louis, the Cardinals, and then he moved over to and played for Dallas in the 78 season, and everybody remembers him for that catch he should have made in the end zone against Pittsburgh in Super Bowl 13 that was dropped. That would have tied the game perhaps, but it's kind of like Bill Buckner. Nobody remembers Bill Buckner for his great career. They remember him for the error he made in the 86 World Series. Not really fair. Trap left Otis Anderson. Heavy blitz, so we're going to go to Edwards on the screen instead. Edwards is going to get the first down here, I would think, and he does. He'll pick up a 16. 4:23 left opening quarter. Both teams matriculating the ball down the field. We'll go to Otis, sweep right. Otis turns the corner, but actually gets no gain as he was stepped out. They push him out at the 13. We'll go to Smith again, medium hitch. Worked so well one time, incomplete. And it's got to be 3rd and 10. We'll go to Bruce, medium slant. Isaac Bruce, who we haven't gone to yet. And that's 6 points. And the Maroons retake the lead. Here's your point after try. It's good. And it's 14-7 with 2:54 left in the opening quarter. Watkins back deep for Detroit, and it's a touchback. So both teams lighting it up so far. We've had 248 yards to total offense. And this has been quite a offensive show so far. 1st and 10 at the 20. Throw. Caught. And that's to Charlie Sanders.
Defense. Number 8. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. 1st down.
And Sanders gained 17, and they're going to pick up 15 more on the unnecessary roughness. So both teams moving the ball skillfully here. 1st and 10 at the St. Louis 48. To Sanders. And Sanders weaves his way for an 18-yard gain. And he's off to a good start. 3 carries, 55 yards. 1st and 10, ball now at the 30. No gain. 2nd and 10 from the 30. Incomplete. And here's 3rd and 10 from the 30. Detroit fans hoping the drive doesn't stall there, and it does, as Sanders was hamstringed by Wilson, and the ball goes right through Sanders' hand. So, bring out Murray to try a 47-yarder, and that's good. And it's 14-10. A very busy first quarter. 1:28 still left to go, so who knows what'll happen in that intervening time. We have Metcalf back deep as the no-way guy keeps going on and on and on. And he's going to return it from 2 yards deep in his end zone. 10, 20 out to the 25, a return of 27 yards. So a lot of offense, not a lot of defense that we have seen yet. Long pass to somebody, I forget who. It went to Bruce on a check down, and that falls incomplete. We'll go to Anderson on a screen on 2nd and 10. And that's a gain of 3 yards, before Walker gets to him. And on 3rd and 7, man in motion, we'll go medium pass, a generic medium pass to Sonny Randall. That's caught. Randall can get open. That's a gain of 15. And that'll be the last play of the first quarter as we zero out the clock. St. Louis 14, Detroit 10. We'll note, we'll do our little plugs for upcoming shows. It's going to be HTFL and only HTFL the next few days, and we'll get to our other projects on Saturday. I should point out that I might have to take another day off as I'm working in the mornings, 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the afternoon for now, and then my schedule changes next week. But don't worry, we will be here still. In fact, I have Saturday off, and then I work Sunday, and then I have Monday off, and then I work the next 4 days. So we will be around, and on my off days, we will get to our other project, which is Grand Slam Wrestling, the OOTP Perfect Team Series, and I'll take a little rest from that, and my points will accumulate very nicely. So that'll be a good series to pause for a bit, and we'll finally get around to doing Franchise Hockey Manager. I'm planning to do all three on Saturday along with the HTFL game. And every time we complete a week in HTFL play, I take a day off from doing HTFL, and we might do I might do another project or two that day. Uh, so that's pretty much how it will go. We'll have our next HTFL game either tomorrow, Tuesday. I'm recording this August 3rd of 2020, or Wednesday. Depends on a few things that have to happen, but I will probably need another day off. But I might not. I might get my tasks done after work, and I might have time to do this. Anyway, Otis Anderson to start the second quarter. Off tackle right. 1st and 10 from the 43. And that's a gain of 6. So far in the game, that's 5 carries and 11 yards for Otis Anderson. We'll recap the stats real quick. Detroit, 139 yards total offense. They have run 16 plays. 12 of them have been passes. St. Louis, 168 yards of total offense. They have run 16 plays. 11 of them, including the play we just had a moment ago, have been passes. We'll go to a bomb to Isaac Bruce on 2nd and 4. Here's your deep throw. Incomplete, but we have a marker.
Defense. Number 48, 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
It's a nice pickup for St. Louis. A first down. We'll go to Anderson. Trap right. Which will turn into a screen on the audible. To Edwards. And Edwards. He's something out of the backfield catching those balls. That's 10 yards and a first down. He has 2 catches for 26, so he might be a go-to target as this game progresses. Trap right to Otis Anderson. Again, they show blitz, but we're going to screen to Anderson this time. That's good. And that's another nice little haul, 17 yards. Warner now at 184 yards passing already, and we have just started the third quarter. We'll go to Bruce, medium slant. Incomplete. We'll go Anderson again, draw play on 2nd and 10. And Anderson has nice yardage. He's short of the first down barely. 3rd and inches from the 9. Edwards, dive play. They just need a little bit, and they get that little bit. 2 yards. Alex Karras on the tackle. And now it's St. Louis knocking on the door. We'll go to Smith, short cross on the first down play from the 7. Not there, incomplete. So we go back to Anderson, short pass. Incomplete. Not a lot of high percentage plays this close to the end zone. Short hitch to Isaac Bruce. Maybe that'll get it done. It does. No, it does not. No, it does not. I thought he caught it. Bobbled the ball and could not hang on. So they bring in Zerline, and he will try about a 24-yarder. It's right down the money. And it's 17-10 with 10:32 left opening half, I should say. Watkins back deep for Detroit. Another touchback. This kickoff team for St. Louis not having too much trouble putting it in the end zone. First and 10, the ball at the 20. Throw and a catch, gained by 8 yards by Sanders. I believe that was Charlie Sanders. So that sets up 2nd and 2 at the 28. And that's a catch, not a catch, but a run by Barry Sanders on this August 3rd day where the XFL has been bought by The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. So I'd throw that in there. First and 10, the ball at the 39. A run by Taylor, that's 2 yards. Setting up 2nd and 8 at the 41 now. Quick throw and catch to Taylor, and a gain of 6 more. 3rd and 2, the ball at the 47. Timeout called by St. Louis, and that leaves them with 2 left, and Detroit still has all 3 of theirs. 3rd and 2, 47-yard line. You throw, a catch, and a gain of 16 yards to Calvin Johnson. First and 10, the ball resting at the 37 now. Barry Sanders with a gain of 9 on that play. Wienert on the stop. 2nd and 1 now at the 28. Stafford over the middle to Herman Moore. He picks up 13. First and 10, the ball resting now at the 15. Detroit on the march. We have a fumble on the play, I do believe. And a recovery and a nice run by Wienert. But we will have a review here by the booth.
Upon further review, the passer's arm was coming forward. Incomplete.
Okay, so an incomplete pass. You heard it right there. An HTFL play. All scores and all turnovers are looked at in the review booth. So the turnover was nullified there. 2nd and 10 at the 15. Still for Detroit. That's a nice little dink pass to Taylor, who gains 8. 3rd and 2. Ball to 7 now. Slant play to Johnson. Incomplete. So Eddie Murray comes on and tries a 24-yarder, just like the kick St. Louis just had, and that's good. And it's 17-13 with 4:27 left in a very busy first half. Metcalf back deep. To the 20 to the 30, out to the 36, but it's going to come back.
10-yard penalty.
As Hill called for an illegal block, so back up the Maroons to the 25. We're going to go play action, long pass to Torrey Holt. We have a better 50-50 chance of getting this. And it's there. 26 yards, and Holt now goes over 100 for the day. And it was Dahl who made the stop for Detroit. We'll go Anderson, trapped right. That's a gain of 3. Hunter makes the tackle for Detroit. 3:26 left in the half. To Smith again, short cross, high percentage pass. That's caught, first down, gain of 9. And it was Hunter again making the tackle. We'll go Anderson, trap right. Mix up the passing game with a running play, and that's no gain. 2:25 left in the half, and we'll take it to the 2-minute warning. 17-13 St. Louis. When we come out of the 2-minute warning, it's going to be a screen to Edwards. And Edwards with another nice gain. That's for 22 yards. Moves him to 48 yards receiving on the day on 3 plays, 3 catches. The Maroons will go no huddle, and they'll go to Bruce right away, medium cross. He'll look for his second touchdown, but he can't hold on to it. Incomplete. 2nd and 10, 1:24 to go. Off tackle right, Otis Anderson. And a nice gain for Anderson of 4 yards. St. Louis will burn a timeout. 1:18 left, 3rd and 6. We'll go to Bruce, short out. Showing blitz, so Anderson will screen it. And that's caught. And that's a touchdown for O.J. Anderson. 23-13. Still a minute 4 left, so Detroit could get something here if they wish to. The extra point is good by Zerline, and it's 24-13 with 64 seconds on the clock. Here's your kickoff, another touchback. Boy, this St. Louis special teams kickoff play really works for them. 1st and 10, the ball at the 20. Penalty on the play.
Grabbing the face mask. Defense. Number 62, 5-yard penalty. Automatic. 1st down.
Meanert called for a minor face mask penalty, the major being 15. 1st and 10 at the 25. To Sanders. Sanders up the middle, but we have a marker.
Holding. Offense. Number
And it'll
60,
come back.
10-yard penalty.
Now a 1st and 20, the ball at the 15. 49 seconds to go. Detroit still have all 3 timeouts. A gain of 13. Calvin Johnson has a career high. Not a career high, but a season high in the HTFL. 7 catches. St. Louis will not call a timeout, but will Detroit. Detroit still has all 3, and they're not going to use one here. 2nd and 7 at the 28. Johnson. It's picked off by Wilson. 3 interceptions on the season for Larry Wilson, and that could not have come at a better time. With 25 seconds left, a timeout to be used. And we will go to Bruce on a medium pass. Random medium pass. Incomplete. 20 seconds left on the clock. We'll go medium cross to Torrey Holt. He had a touchdown earlier, and he's got a touchdown now. Touchdown, St. Louis. They could put up the points in a hurry. Kurt Warner now with 270 yards this half. And your point after try makes it 31-13 with 12 seconds left. Squib kick coming up. And that goes all the way out to the 38. But that'll be the half. There was no time left after that as Christensen made a 13-yard return. We have played 30 minutes. It's 31-13 St. Louis. St. Louis will get the ball to start the second half, so let's go over the stats real quick. 225 yards total offense for Detroit. They have run 28 plays, 21 of them have been passes. St. Louis, 300 yards of total offense, not bad for a half. 34 plays, 24 have been passes. Metcalf back deep. And we'll look at the offensive standouts in just a moment. A return to 27 by Metcalf out to the 28. I would say right now the standout has been Torrey Holt, 3 catches, 122 yards. In fact, let's go to him right now on a medium slant. Perfect play against the blitz. A sack, a fumble, and St. Louis keeps it as Warner jumps on his own fumble for a loss of 10. So they will go 3 wide. Actually use that as a ruse to set up an off-tackle right play to Otis Anderson. And Anderson picks up a few, 3. And it's 3rd and 17. We'll put Warner in the gun. And we will go a long fly to Jackie Smith. And he's got it. Jackie Smith with another nice catch. Move him to 3 catches on the day for 43 yards after that 24-yarder. Back to a base set. Anderson, trap right. St. Louis can really pour it on with a touchdown and grab a 25-point lead here. But we're a little ahead of ourselves. Screen to Edwards. Incomplete. 3rd and 8. Medium. Hitch to Torrey Holt, who's already had a big day. That's caught, and Holt, with a little bit of running room, he picks up 19, and he's at 141 yards on the day. Kurt Warner has now gone over 300 yards on the day. 4 touchdowns. Let's look at his touchdowns so far. A 13-yarder, a 78-yarder to Holt, a 13-yarder to Bruce, an 11-yarder to Anderson, and another 18-yarder to Holt. So he is having quite a day, as he is apt to do, Trap right Otis Anderson on this first down play with a 3-wide set. And Anderson breaks loose, 14 yards. Quinn on the tackle for Detroit. Slant to Torrey Holt in a double tight end set. That's caught. 148 yards now, a season high. 5 catches. St. Louis just pouring it on. Anderson, off tackle right, behind the tight end, or maybe the right tackle. That's a gain of 4. Deerdorf would be the right tackle, who would go on and be one of the many voices of Monday Night Football back in the 80s and 90s. Also did boxing for ABC. Top of his football duties. First and goal, the ball at the 9 will go Edwards, dive play. Give Anderson a little bit of a rest. And that just gets back to the line, and that's all. To Bruce, short cross on the second down play. Bruce has a touchdown, and Warner now has 5 on the day. 37-13. That drive taking 11 plays and 72 yards. Here's your point after try. Good. And it's 38-13 now with 8:31 left. And what was a close game most of the way through the first half has now developed into a blowout, unless Detroit can get back in it. Here's Watkins back deep. Touchback. First and 10, the ball at the 20. Stafford, the give to Taylor. He loses a yard. Barry Sanders has 5 runs for 75 yards, so I don't know why they're not giving it to him. Second and 11 at the 19. Here's Stafford to throw. And it's caught by Tate, Golden Tate, who picks up 8. Don't be late. Third and 3, the ball to 27. Here's Stafford again. A little dink play to Sanders, Barry Sanders, and he gains 6. First down, first and 10 at the 33. Didn't mean to move that quick. Sanders on a dive. As there was the delayed blitz by St. Louis, and that was a pickup of a yard. Second and 9, the ball at the 34. We have 6:22 left, third quarter. Stafford to throw, incomplete, looking for Herman Moore. Third and 9, ball at the 34. Throw and a catch by Herman Moore. He picks up 11 yards. Herman Moore has 3 catches for 35 yards today so far. First and 10, the ball at the 46. Sanders over the middle. There you go. He gains 9 yards before Wilson gets to him. Wilson with the 3 picks already this season. It's got to be up near the league high. Check on that maybe a bit later. Second and 1, ball at the 46. Sanders could not gain the yard he needed for the first, and it was Little who makes the stop. Third and 1, ball at the 46. Throw and a catch, a first down. That to Calvin Johnson, and we have E.J. Jr. coming out for a few plays, so they'll bring London Fletcher in to replace him. First and 10, the ball at the 39. Stafford to throw. He finds Moore. He gains 15 yards. Herman Moore, that was his 4th catch of the day. He's got 50 yards receiving. First and 10 at the 24. That could be a touchdown. It is to Calvin Johnson. And Johnson goes over 100 for the day as the stats keep piling up for both teams. He's now at 116 yards, and he has 2 touchdowns on the day, the only 2 Detroit has scored. So Stafford has 2 touchdowns throwing, and it's 38-20 after the Murray extra point. We have 2:13 left to go in quarter number 3. Here's Metcalf. He's a yard deep, so we'll return that. And Metcalf to the 30, out to the 36. 37-yard return. So this St. Louis team, not to be denied, they are explosive, at least on offense. The only problem they had was playing Washington the opening week of the season. Medium fly to Torrey Holt. That's a tough division St. Louis is in. Kind of one of our, you used the soccer term, that would be one of the groups of death. Torrey Holt now at 168 yards receiving today on his 6th catch. Ball is at the 44 of Detroit. That lower East Division, very, very tough. Dallas, Miami, and Washington in it with St. Louis, and St. Louis holding its own very nicely. Off tackle right. Gain of 5. Dahl on the tackle. We'll go zone seam to Isaac Bruce. Incomplete. Warner has thrown 5 bad passes out of his 30 today, so imagine how well he would be doing if he threw good passes. Okay, to Smith, short cross on 3rd down. Sack by Bubba Baker for a 7-yard loss. That'll make it 4th and 12 at the Detroit 46, way out of Zerline's field goal range. So Donnie Jones is going to come in and try a little sidewinder of a punt here. And it was blocked, it looked like. No, I'm sorry. It was not blocked. That was the end of the 3rd quarter. It's 38-20, St. Louis. So keep it right here, folks, to this Big Paulie's World of Sports Sims channel. I might have a problem a day or two, but most of the time I'm here every day putting up at least one video. And I want to get through this HTFL project real soon. But at the rate we're going, this will probably go into next year. But that's fine. 4th and 12. Now Donnie Jones comes in to try a sideline punt. And not a bad one. I think that's the first punt he's had all day. Out of bounds at the 9. And now Detroit bringing in some speed demons with Billy Sims, who also wears number 20, and Johnny Morton. 1st and 10 from the 9. Stafford back to throw. Incomplete. Short pass to Billy Sims. And if you're wondering where Billy Sims played his college ball, that would be Oklahoma. Hasn't seen too much action behind Barry Sanders. He has 12 carries for 55 yards combined in his first 4 games. 2nd and 10 at the 9. There's your throw to Sanders. I'm sorry, that is Sims, Billy Sims, and he picks up 12. 1st and 10, the ball at the 21 now. They run the flea flicker again? Why would you run it again after you ran it in the first half? Anyway, Johnson made the catch. It was good for 11 yards. That's his 10th of the day for Detroit. 1st and 10 at the 32. Screen to Sims. We have to watch these number 20s because sometimes it's Billy Sims and sometimes it's Barry Sanders. That's a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 at the 37. The give to a number 20, which we assume is Billy Sims, and he gets no gain. 3rd and 5. Ball to 37. A screen to Sims, but that loses a yard. Detroit will punt with 11:37 left to go in the 4th. Sideline punt. They want to keep it away from Hakeem. Punt goes 32 yards and goes out of bounds at the 32. 10:59 left, 4th quarter. And I don't think St. Louis is going to let up on the throttle here any. Medium fly, Torrey Holt. Fumble recovered by Orlando Pace, and a 4-yard loss was accrued. Trap right, Otis Anderson. 2nd and 14. Anderson bounces off a few and gains 8. Schmidt on the tackle. He's an inside linebacker out of the University of Pittsburgh. He has had a 5-tackle game. That was the game against Washington, and that was probably his best effort. 3rd and 6. Ball resting at the 36 of St. Louis. They got to go 64 yards for yet another score. And we'll medium slant it to Isaac Bruce if we can. And we can. Pick up a 16. Warner is 36 yards short of a 400-yard passing day today. And we'll go back to Sonny Randall, medium hitch, as Detroit cannot stop our passing game. That's caught, but it was by Randall. Larry makes the stop, Yale Larry, and that was a gain of 7. 2nd and 3. How about a draw to Otis Anderson? Gain of 0. Nada. You'll get nothing and like it, to quote Ted Knight in the movie Caddyshack. 3rd and 3. The ball at the 42. Play action medium pass is what I'm going to call, and we'll go to Isaac Bruce. But instead, no, they didn't went to Bruce. It went to Isaac Bruce. I thought it went to Torrey Holt. Holt wears 81, and Bruce wears 80, and that was my error. 18-yard gain. Ball now at the 24. Detroit's now, not Detroit, but St. Louis is now going to slow it down. Off tackle left, Otis Anderson. Pickup of 6. Borche brings him down at the 18. Did not take him out of bounds. St. Louis is going to milk the clock here. Sweep left, Otis Anderson. And back to the line, and that's all. 3rd and 4. They'll bring in the 3 wide set. And they'll look for Sonny Randall on the medium slant. Caught at the 5. And a first down. Warner has now gone over the 400-yard mark. 401 yards. 4:54 left. Don Meredith somewhere is singing, "Turn out the lights, the party's over" here, especially should St. Louis, the Maroons, pick up another score. Off tackle left, Otis Anderson. Little misdirection play. Touchdown, Maroons. And their lead expands even farther. And remember, point differential is the 3rd tiebreaker for playoff seedings. First is head-to-head. 2nd is division record, if it applies. Also, head-to-head also has to apply. And then we look at the points scored against the points given up. And St. Louis, not hurting their cause, putting up all these points. It's good. The kick is good by Zerline. 45-20 with 4:03 left to go. But I think St. Louis will call off the Dogs now. There's your kick. Taken in the end zone. And a tackle by Worley at the 13 after a return of 16. 1st and 10, ball at the 13, as we were just saying. That was a little play out to Billy Sims, who picks up 13 yards. As I'm sure Detroit will try to make a living throwing the ball underneath. 1st and 10, ball at 26. Sack by Wilson. So Wilson having a big day. Let's look at him real fast. No, I don't want to look at Pat Fisher. I want to look at Mr. Wilson, which sounds like a character out of Dennis the Menace. And here are his logs so far. He had a 7-tackle game against St. Louis last week. And he had 2 picks against Miami in that 47-13 route, and this is 45-20, so they could pile up the points quick. 2nd and 20, ball to 16. Incomplete. This is 3rd and a cab ride from East St. Louis, Illinois, to Sims, I think, and that's a gain of 10. Detroit will keep its offense on the field for this 4th and 10 play. And that's a first to Sims, who gains 11 there. Stafford not having a bad day. It's just Warner's having a better one. 26 for 37, 280 yards. 1st and 10. Now the ball's at the 37. Timeout is called. I'm sorry, that was a 2-minute warning. We'll look at the timeouts. Each team still has all 3. Might prove inconsequential. That is to Calvin Johnson, and he has his 11th catch of the day, a gain of 13. Will Detroit burn a timeout? Yes, they have 2 left now. 1st and 10 right at midfield. Here's your throw, incomplete. Marker down.
Illegal shift, offense, number 15, 5-yard penalty.
Golden Tate booked for an illegal shift. Move the ball back to the 45. 1st and 15 from there. Throw caught by Tate, and that's a first down. That's a gain of 16. Stafford now over 300 yards. He's at 309. 385 yards total offense for Detroit. They have run 51 plays. 39 of them have been passes. St. Louis with 458, I'm sorry. And they have run 56 plays. 35 of those have been passes. First and 10 at the 39. To Johnson, and that's his 12th catch of the day. He's at 169. So he goes over 150. First and goal to 10. Great offensive showing by Detroit, but their defense could not keep St. Louis off the field. Second and goal from the 10. Sensing this one may almost be over, Minert provided tight coverage on that incompletion. Third and goal now from the 10. To Sims, who gets out of bounds at the 7. Fourth and goal, so this might be Detroit's last play of the game. Incomplete, looking for Sims. St. Louis has it, a $1:12 left. And with one timeout left, Warner's going to take a couple of knees, maybe 3, and that's going to be it. Another knee. And we will call it a day. St. Louis, your winners, 45-20. Impressive win over Detroit. Detroit now goes to 1-4. St. Louis moves up to 4-1, and we'll wait to see what happens with that Washington-Arizona game that'll come up next. See it there. St. Louis had a 21-point run with the last 2 scores of the first half, and then the first score of the third quarter. So they did pretty well. Both teams went over 400 yards of total offense. St. Louis was perfect in the red zone, 5 touchdowns and a field goal on 6 tries. They held the ball 31 minutes, 40 seconds. Detroit had the only turnover. Very clean game, 7 penalties. Detroit wound up with 56 plays. 44 were passes. St. Louis also put it up a considerable deal. 58 plays, 35 were passes. We'll look at the player stats real quick. I would have to give player of the game honors to Kurt Warner with his 401 yards of offense. And we will check that in just a moment. Our next 3 games, with perhaps another day's worth of interruption, somewhere along the way. But we'll get this done. Don't you worry. Warner was indeed player of the game. Washington at Arizona. Washington a heavy favorite to win that. Then we have another big game, San Francisco and Los Angeles. That could be a Western Conference final preview. And then we go to Las Vegas for an unplugged game, Seattle traveling out to Sin City. Again, your final, St. Louis 45, Detroit 20. And this has been Big Paulie coming to you. We wish you well whenever you see this and wherever you are all over the world. We wish you Godspeed and we wish you good health. And we will catch you again next time, whenever that is. Bye-bye for now, everybody. Time to edit this sucker.